I guess this is just gonna have to be it. But yeah, so this sketchbook is one that I got when I guess I was kind of desperate for a sketchbook. I actually got it from a convenience store, so it's not like the kind that I usually get, but like it's pretty decent. So this was supposed to be like a picture of a bridge, but landscapes really aren't my strong suit, and so I never finished it. You'll see that a lot of things in here aren't finished. Like these are rocks, but I just decided to freestyle it because that was that. So this is just a guy walking through the streets. This was actually like an environment, like this is a made-up character, and this was from actually a background from some bombing somewhere in London. I try to keep up on things, so I decided to just use one of the environments because sometimes I sketch while I'm watching. This started as just freestyling, I guess, like tribal, and then I just did some journaling around that. This is from a client. She actually drew like the flower, and she drew the balloon, and then she asked me for a tattoo to combine the two. She actually wound up only going with the flower, but I like the design anyway. So this was like a color version. It's colored pencil. It's not really pretty to me. I don't know, but I was trying to do more color. This was for a client, and this turned out to be a tattoo. Originally, this said, "Fuck cancer." And then she said, "Can you change this to survivor?" So I just went in and redid it. So underneath here is where you may be able to see where it says "fuck cancer," but yeah. More journaling. Just journal anywhere. Trying out my, I guess, Copic pens. Just seeing what colors I had. I hadn't bought, I guess you know what? I did buy a full set. I think these colors in here were part of the full set that I bought. And then the rest, like I think most of these are from ones that I had bought individually. And I think that's a blend between Copics and Prismacolor. Journaling. Sitting down trying to play with geometric designs and just trying to come up with fun shapes. And a lot of times I'll just do something and then do a sketch like over it. I don't care, but sometimes I like the sketch, but I'll get to that later. But this is for a class that I was taking, so it was like logo design, and this is like an example of what I was talking about. Like all of this was, I think, on the back, and it was a layout for how I was supposed to submit a project for a class, but on this side it was free space, so I intended just to do, and I guess I did, but just like a study on clothing, and it turned out I like it. You know, I didn't usually do things like this. I guess I don't really do anything usual. That's some of the close-up situation. So this is one of those examples where, you know, something starts out as a sketch and it turns out to be something that you like, but then it has some of this situation coming through from the other side. So, and then I just decided to put a Bible verse with it because I felt like it was a cool thing to do quickly for original piece sales. More logo designs. This was for a kind of a graphic design class that I had. I'm studying video game design, but this class went over like Illustrator, so I just decided to sketch in here. I don't know what this was, but and then I don't know. I think I was thinking about like a human trait, and I tried to illustrate it with an animal. And I don't know what is happening here. I watch TV and I sketch, so a lot of this is just like coming to mind, and you can see what's not my strong suit. Running out of space. Not paying attention to space. Yeah, the little feeties are kind of strange, but her face is kind of pretty. Braids out of whack, but that's cool. I'm trying to do more with environments, so flower. Thinking about, I don't know, I think there's like a cover I was thinking of, and then I think this is like ideas. This I'm actually coloring in Illustrator, I think. I think it's a cool tattoo idea. A little off in some places, like, but like I said, like these start as like just sketches, and then it's like I don't really have the type of sketches that are like fast, so that's something I could work on. These are little mini bees. I went to a school that was the Yellow Jackets as a mascot, so that says diploma, but you know, covered up here, it's not. And I leave these pages open because usually when I flip over, I don't want this one to get dirty, I don't know, but those pages will probably get used. This, I was watching Game of Thrones, and the faceless men part where I guess discovers all those pillars. There were some pillars that had lights around the bottom, and I was like, that's a cool look, so I applied it to like a person. And this is actually a type of tree that I have a bonsai for, that I have bonsai seeds for. So you see there's a little bench and you're underneath this big tree. So I haven't finished this. These are all things I want to color this in Photoshop, but my Photoshop process is very slow. So this is another one of those design situations where I was trying to practice geometric shapes, but you see it turned out to be a cool, I think a cool shape, but the lines, but you know, and I practiced my initials on this like in a signature kind of way, and so I sketched over it here, and then I added this helicopter. It's like a military helicopter, Can't tell because one of the blades should continue off this way. I could add it in and just continue to the back of this, but you see what's going on. So didn't finish this. These are like logo designs, kind of. This was like a portrait. I don't really do portraits too much too often, so I just decided to find some stock photos online and just draw from them. This was from a dream that I had. It was like someone trying to get in, and I unlocked. I was like in this like cabin kind of thing. This is more like geometric shape practice, and we all know who this little guy is, kind of. Gudetama is like my favorite. Like, but so I just went over this in like pen. I'm trying to not use rulers, but I don't know. I think geometric was like my thing for a while. Some notes, and haven't gone over this one with anything. And this one is like kind of like a jokey kind of political logo. And then this is more of that geometric style. Just looking for something that was like pleasing to the eye. And that's a boiling strawberry. I don't know, I had a thought about that. And then this is just someone laying down. And I like playing with body shapes. So, and then this is a logo for me. I started tattooing from home, so I think that's gonna be like the outline is gonna be what goes on my business cards. So I think that's it. I have notes and stuff. Try to have like, you know, oh, I guess I have something back here. These are like faces. It's not like realistic, you know, it's like if I have a picture, that's one thing. But then if I don't, it's like another. So I was trying to figure out ways of doing stuff like differently. And then I forgot about her back here. Oh, that'll be finished one of these days. Working on, I guess, lettering. I like that, like Latina kind of lettering. Stay gold. Yeah. There's a inside joke to that, but yeah, that seems to be it. So let's see. I'm having problems. Okay. Whoa, that's like intense. I don't feel like this camera is like the best for my face. Like on my little, I don't know. But I feel like I'm coming out like of a shadow. It's pretty intense. But that's my, I guess, sketch pad right now. Yeah, so I guess more in the future. I'm kind of embarrassed. I don't know why. But I don't know. I guess because it's not so like uniform, but hopefully it's interesting. All right. Bye.